What's going on, my party people? It's your boy, Toy here. And we are back for episode 7. Seven's my lucky number. And it's also going to be my lucky episode. We've got really big plans for today. If you were watching last video, which is currently exporting off my computer, you will know that I told you that we're going to be discussing the theme of My Megabase. If you have not watched that episode yet, stop watching right now. Go back and watch that. I'll wait right here. Okay, surely you've had time now. So, the theme of our base. I am actually a big fan of vampires, for anyone who doesn't know, and I like Dracula. So what I'm going to be doing is, there's a castle in Romania that they say is like the closest representation to the castle that Bram Stoker describes in Dracula. So we're going to be going for that look on the outside. And this shape right there is actually like the tallest build from it. So I want to really try to set the scale of the rest of the castle off of this build. It's a lot of like off-white and then very coppered color roofing, so I'm going to be using a lot of copper, which is concerning. However, the walls are going to be white wool, white concrete, and white concrete powder. Now, I have a lot of sand and gravel because I've been preparing for this, but I don't have a lot of white wool. But I know where to find some. So let's go on an adventure to go get some wool. Okay, that was kind of cool, actually. Here we are back at Kale Salad's castle with the army of nuggets. We're going to go outside because Kale Salad is actually the one with the wool farm. By the way, Kelly's glass looks much better, in my opinion, than the one that I had before. The reflection is a little less, like, obvious. But, like, it makes it a lot easier to see through it anyways. But, right back here, we have a wool farm that JD built for Kale Salad. So, I hope it still works. So it's to stand behind this lever and we flip it on. And then now we just wait. So while we wait, this is a perfect time for you to consider subscribing if you haven't already. Yep, shameless plug, don't care. If you haven't already, just consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything, and I try to keep putting out fun content. And if you leave a comment about something you'd like to see, I will do everything in my power to make it happen. So yeah, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment of any ideas you have or things you want to see in the future, whether it be tutorials or things happening in our little world of our own here. Just let me know what you think. And now that shameless plug's over with, let me go see if this thing's still working or not. Alright, so just in that little bit of time that we spent letting this run, this is what we got, and you can see it's still going. So yeah, this is going to be great. I will need to spend some time over here and let the sheep get their wool back. Ideally, I'd really like to have all of them white, but I need to check with Kaylee on that before I do it. So, I think what we're gonna do is I'm going to take this back. This is, what are the 5.5 stacks of white wool. We're gonna take this back and we're going to see how much of a dent this will make before we worry about getting more of it. Alright, I think we're going to get some eggs while we are here, because I would like to... what? Oh, I got this whenever the creeper blew up my area. I thought I was actually prepared and like brought shulker boxes for me to carry stuff, but I should have known better. And when do I ever come prepared for anything? Let me pick some of these eggs up that are in here first. I'm thinking I get a chicken cooker for the new area. You know. Because I don't really want to have to come over here to buy golden carrots every time I need food, so... I don't know. Could be a good idea. Yeah, I mean, I think that'll be good for now. I can always come back and get more. Hey, while you're coming back over here, why don't you get some string for your iron farm and use that for white wool? Because I don't want to. Keep your good ideas to yourself. I think it'll be fine. I'll just keep coming over here, and I'll use that when I need to. It's much faster, and I get to keep all my string that way. Thank you. So, yeah. Oh, check this out. Kelly's RTX. That's it. On the splash screens as well. Home is this way now. Okay, I got really confused. I forgot where I was. But yeah, I'm going to make this very long and boring journey back home. And I will let you teleport. I prefer getting my exercise in, but I'll see you there. So I've started placing some concrete, but I don't know how my scaling's going, because this is supposed to be the first layer. I see that block there needs to go, and that block needs to go, because it doesn't look like I'm doing the gradient. But the other thing that I have a problem with is this fog. Like, that... I don't know, that it just doesn't look right. Let me see if I can tell which ones it is I need to get rid of. So I know that's one, and then that's one. Let's see how that looks now. I'm gonna bring that middle layer up one more, and then I'm just gonna have to go up to the next one in the gradient, because it's kind of hard to tell right now. It just looks silly because it's just an uneven wall. But the whole goal here is for it to look natural. So I think it'll be okay. Hey, give me the water back. All right, so, but yeah, this is gonna be big. I'm like not cutting any corners here. Let's see, that's from 127 up to, they don't have to be exactly the same, but I'd like for them to be around the same. 127 to 143, that's what, 26? No, 116? Yeah, that's 16. So then we're gonna go up 16 again. We're gonna have to make more, but up 16 again from here will be up to 159. So I'm just gonna get to place some blocks in here, and we're just not gonna think about it. We're just gonna see what it looks like when we get done. I'm sure it will be fine, and if not, I can cry while I blow it all up. You know, I mean, sometimes screw-ups aren't such a bad thing. They give you a reason to play with TNT. Am I right, or am I right? 159 was the number I was going for. Yes, 159. You gotta stop distracting me, guys. Let me go do my thing. You stop distracting me. I'll be back. Alright, so I have built up a wall. And yeah, I've got the gradient going, and boom. I'm thinking that's gonna be the scale. So this is gonna be the tallest building. And it's going to be pretty significantly taller than any of the other ones. So yeah, this is what we're gonna be going off of. The rest of them will, more than likely, number one, that one's up on a hill. Get out of here, zombie. I missed. And But more than likely, the rest of them will probably come up somewhere about the halfway point, especially with them being lower, if that high. Because, I mean, you got to look, like, over here, it's really sunk down, so it might not even reach where the bottom of that one is. I don't know, but I think in the end, a lot of it's going to get, like, tied together because, like, I want to have some stone going up the side of it. Because if you've seen Bran Castle, or you look up pictures of Bran Castle, that's kind of the way a lot of it is. And it's got a pretty significant one that stands out to me a lot on the back side of this little tower thing. Looks a lot like calcite, so more than likely I'll be using some calcite and diorite together for that, but it's a lot of white. And then, yeah, I am gathering up my copper and some polished granite, and this is going to be the roof. I don't know if I'll be able to show you a good representation of what it's going to look like, but let me see. I want to have it to where it goes out one like this, and then up. No, not there. On the corner, I'm going to go ahead and connect it. This is going to be a lot of copper, but anytime it goes up, I don't like the weak edges, I guess you'd say, or it's just the corner pixel touching each other. I like for them to be touching, and honestly, for the scale of this, I don't know if slabs are even going to, like, really help here, if that makes sense. You don't go there. So yeah, I'm gonna get this put down, and we're gonna see what we're looking at then. Because I did like a mock-up of this in creative, but it was on a much smaller scale, so I don't really know how it's gonna translate over into big scale. But yeah, we're gonna have that, and then let's see, some of them we're going to swap out. It's not going to be a lot of them, because I definitely want the copper to be like the main thing you see. But also, I feel like the polished granite is a good, it kind of mixes it up a little bit, you know, like some texture. Also, not going to lie, a little bit of it was just like, it doesn't use quite as much copper, so it makes me feel a little bit better. You know, let me have this. This one on the corner looks like it needs to be granite. Look at me catching that. Boom. Professional. This one here. Yeah, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see these unless somebody, like, lands on the roof. But if you're going to do it right. I mean, yeah. It's what I wanted. I mean, and then it's, I don't know. My main thing on it is, you know, like a lot of my base being seen is going to be people flying through. So I want to make sure it looks good from the top as well. But yeah, this is what we're looking at. This is going to be like the general idea, and be sure to look up Bran Castle and let me know what you think. By the way, inside, I'm going the interior. I'm going for more of a Skyrim type theme. Can you guess where I'm going with this? Let me know in the comments if you know what I might be basing this on. I'm sure you know. You got this. It starts with a V. I'll give you that. Alright, so a little bit of a progress update for you guys. Number one, if you recognize the skin, you're an OG. You know what's up. This is my original Java skin. Got my headphones on. I got my creeper jacket. I love this skin so much, and this is my original skin, and I had some help from Miss Leto on Twitter helping me get it all figured out and set up and swapped over. So huge thank you to them. And yeah, on top of that, I also have another update for you. First building now has the shell in. I haven't done details on it yet because I can do details later. What is... Oh, it's dirt. Oh. But, yeah, I can do details later, so I'm not stressed about that part. But the actual structure of the building itself has been placed. It is in. And I am happy. And while we were streaming this... Yeah, we streamed this, so if you weren't there... maybe you should be. I actually had a pretty good idea. And the idea I had is since the inside of this is going to be really dark and have mobs spawning in it, why don't I use that to my advantage and just set up a little hostile mob farm in here? It won't be anything too crazy, probably just have some like blocks with scaffolding and then water, just pushing everything that way and having it falling, and probably just go on like a campfire or something, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna be in the area, I've got all this open space, and I want to use the different buildings for different farms, but this one, since it's the first one, and I'm gonna spend a lot of time around here, I could just have this be a general mob farm, and I think it would do okay. So we're probably not gonna get to that this episode, so if you are watching this, like, if you have any different ideas for a really tall building like this, leave a comment down below, because I am open to suggestions, because my original plan was have the creeper farm there, and I'll still probably put just a regular mob farm on the other side, so I can AFK up there and get stuff, but it'd be cool to have something down here, so just anytime I'm in the area, it would be running. So it's kind of my idea, but definitely open to ideas if you have any. So I would have to go through and light up some of the caves, but I mean, even just in that, oh god, please don't blow up this. But yeah, even in that amount of time, like, I've already got mobs spawning in there. I really need the concrete back. So, just goes to show you, I do have mobs spawning in there, so that's where I'm leaning. If anybody can give me a better idea, I will consider it and may or may not do it. But I'll at least hear you out. But, yeah, so this makes me feel better now that I've actually gotten a start on it. And, like, I even went over to the cave, like, right next to me and got a little bit more copper, so I feel a lot better about this whole project. Like I said, there will be more details. Let me see. I think I can pop up a picture of what I want it to look like. Hold that thought. So the theme of my base is going to be Bran Castle, which is like the castle in real life based off, or not based off, but that's comparable to Bram Stoker's Dracula. And this is a picture of it, and this is kind of what I'm going off of, so you can probably tell which one I, like this building was, the one there in the center, the really tall one. So yeah, there's more details to go on around it. And I'm kind of nervous about it, but I think it's going to turn out to look okay. But yeah, that's what I'm going for. That's the plan. And I think we'll be able to do it. But I don't know. I just wanted to give you a little bit of progress update because I've spent a lot of time working on this. And I'm actually pretty proud of it, which for me, on a build that I have done, is kind of rare. I normally am not a huge fan of my own builds, but this one's okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I know this is kind of a shorter episode than usual, but I got a lot done, and it was a lot more work than what it may seem like. This building took a while, but this was a big movement towards us going forward. So I've got a lot of plans moving forward. I'm really excited about them. very ready to make them happen. So, if you're still watching and you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that, because you hung around through one of my less exciting videos. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like on it. It lets me know that y'all are enjoying what you're watching, and helps more people get to see it. If you have any ideas or anything, please be sure to leave a comment down below. But until next time, I'm Toy Reaper, and thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to follow me over on Twitch so you can hang out with me while this is all happening. I think here soon we might have to go looking for some netherite. Feeling awfully blue right now. Could use with some darker stuff, huh? Huh? But for real, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!